Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Hieroglyph Foundation. So in the previous class, we have seen about active and passive voice. Today we are going to see direct and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech. So first of all, what is direct and what is indirect speech? So direct speech is nothing but it is between the first person and to the second person. So it is between the first and the second person, and if this conversation is said to some other third person, that some other person is called the third person. So if it is said to the third person, that comes under indirect speech. So the conversation between the first person and second person is nothing but direct speech, and the conversation too which is handed over to the third person, then it will be indirect speech. So here he said, I am good. So this is the main identification for direct speech, that it will be having the inverted commas. Quotation marks will be there in the direct speech. So with this identification we can find out this is a direct speech. Okay. So it will be having the reporting verb. The word said is nothing but the reporting verb. So this reporting verb plays a main role in direct to indirect speech. So this reporting verb itself decides whether the change should be happen in the sentence or not. So now this reporting verb is in past tense. So note down, when there is a past reporting verb, you should change the sentence into indirect speech. Okay, in the indirect speech this sentence should be changed. When you should change? When the reporting verb is past tense. For example, if the reporting verb is present tense, he says, the reporting verb is, there is no need to change the tenses in the sentence. Okay, so if the reporting verb is past, you should change the sentence. If the reporting verb is present tense, there is no need to change anything in the sentence. You can write directly the same sentence in the indirect speech. Okay, and then one more thing where we will not change the tenses, the universal truth. Like the teacher said, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east is the universal truth, right? The sun always rises in the east. So whenever there is a universal truth, we will not change into any kind of tense in the indirect speech. So this is where we have to change, where we should not change, first we have to know. So then we will go for the rules for direct and indirect speech. So first thing you have to note down is reporting verb. So if the reporting verb is past tense, we can go with a change. If the reporting verb is present tense, or else the sentence in the given question is universal truth, you should not change the sentence. Okay, in any case you should not change the sentence. So you can write, he says that I am late to school. The teacher said that the sun rises in the east. So no need to change anything, you can write as it is. Okay. Now we will see what are the tense changes happens in direct to indirect speech. So if in the direct sentence, if it is given present tense, if it is simple present, it should be changed into simple past. If it is past tense should be changed into past perfect. Okay. If it is present continuous, if it is past continuous, so past continuous should be changed into past perfect continuous. And if it is future, like will, shall, can, So this kind of word comes, you should use all the conditional words, the past form of those words, like would, should and could should be used. If it is must in the sentence, only you have to use had to. Okay, this is a compulsion here. So must means you should compulsorily do that one. So we are going to use had to in the indirect speech. So if it is the present tense, simple present, you should use past tense in the indirect speech. If it is past tense, you should use past perfect. And if it is present continuous, you should use past continuous. If it is past continuous, should be past perfect continuous. And if it is past perfect continuous or else past perfect, there is no need of change. So if past perfect comes, no need to change, you can use the same past perfect itself. So and if it will, shall, can comes, you should use the conditional of those words, would, should or could. And if it is must, you have to use had to. So these are the tense changes what we make in the direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, simple present to simple past, past to past perfect, present continuous to past continuous, past continuous to past perfect continuous, and future tenses comes, you should use the past form of that, and then must comes, you should use had to. Now let us see the pronoun changes in direct to indirect speech. So in the previous direct speech to indirect speech of imperative, we have seen change of place, right? So these are the change of place and time from direct to indirect speech. So if in the sentence here is there, now should be changed to then, today should be changed to that day, tomorrow should be changed to the next day, yesterday should be changed to the previous day, and last week should be changed to previous week. Even if it is last month also, it can be changed into the previous month. And this should be changed to that, ago should be changed to before, next should be changed to the following. Maybe the next week, we can say that the following week. And hence should be changed to thence, and thus should be changed to so. So these are the changes what we make in place and time. So that is about the direct speech and indirect speech. Now let us have a quick recall about the direct and indirect speech. So let us have a quick recall about direct and indirect speech. So first we have seen the reporting verb. So depend on the reporting verb is what we are going to say, whether we are going to change the sentence or not. So if the reporting verb is past, we will change the tense. If the reporting verb is present tense, or else if the reporting verb is past and present and the sentence is a universal truth, we never change the sentence in the indirect speech. So if it should not be universal truth and it should be in the past tense, so then we are going to change the tense in indirect speech. And we are after changing into the indirect speech, we are going to remove the commas and quotation mark. It is very important. Okay, you should not use comma and quotation mark in the indirect speech. And so while doing the change from direct to indirect, we have seen this three. The change in pronoun means we have seen the pronouns which are used in the tense, like I should be changed to he, we should be changed to they, and if it is he, the same he, she should be she, and it itself. So this kind of changes is change in pronouns. And the change in tense. So in change in tense, we have seen few tense changes. Simple present should be changed into simple past. Simple past should be changed into past perfect, and if it is future, you should use the past modal forms, like will should be changed to would, can, could. If it is must, had to, and if it is past present continuous, you should change it into past continuous. If it is past perfect, you should change it into past perfect itself, no need of change there. And if it is past continuous, you should change it into past perfect, and if it is present perfect to past perfect. If it is past perfect, it should be changed into past perfect continuous. I say again, so if it is simple present, it should be simple past. If it is simple past, it should be past perfect. Present continuous should be changed into past continuous. And present perfect should be changed into past perfect. If it is past perfect, should be changed into past perfect continuous. So these are the tense changes we have seen. And the change in place and time. So if it is now, then, if it is today, that day, tonight, that night, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the previous day. So this kind of changes we have seen in the place and time. And we have seen interrogative sentence. So in the interrogative sentence, you have to remember the thing is what question word we used in the sentence, that same question word should be in the indirect speech. And the remaining tense changes same. So next one is imperative. Imperative sentences are nothing but requesting, commanding and ordering things. So in this we use, instead of that, we use the word to. Okay. So these are the changes we have seen in the indirect to direct speech also, even from direct to indirect also. It's just vice versa. Okay. So that's it for today's class. We'll see with a new topic in next class. Thank you.